few things that you can assess on your product pages. So the product page is really important because a lot of the time you're going to send traffic directly there. So with the strategies that we use for AppSumo, we drive a lot of traffic directly to the product pages, so it removes that homepage click. The homepage is really just there to send more general traffic to, send people who don't know anything about the brand, or when there are ads that aren't necessarily specific to a product. So we do run a lot of ads around direct to product. When the ad is about the product, it's targeting people who would be interested in that product. And so a lot of the time we drive a lot of traffic directly to the product pages. Now I'm going to compare this and another competing site, and we can take a look at these landing pages and look at the pros and cons and what you can pick up on for your own site and how to optimize yours. So above the fold is the most important part. So this is going to load, and you want to make sure that your page load is really quick, because you're going to lose a lot of people if your page loads slower than 3 seconds. Now there's a bunch of tools out there that you can go and test your page load with, but I highly suggest using the Google ones, because they're the guys indexing your actual website. So they have probably one of the more accurate analysis of your page load. And so when someone gets to your website, you're going to have a look at a few things. So what are the first things that come to your mind, and what draws your attention? So usually people read from left to right, top to bottom. So everybody's really going to start here. So ideally that's where you put your title, and you have a subtitle about, that's going to enlighten what the title's about, maybe add a benefit, a feature, show some value, make it interesting and make it known what this page is about instantly. So the next thing that is drawing value and attention on this page is the buy now button. You can see this image, this color stands out, it's big, it's by itself, it's to the right, and it's still very high up on the page. And not only that, but you can also see some validation here with the reviews. So you can see this is a pretty good product. It's 4.5 tacos, which is also stars. And you can see the dollar amount that you're saving, how much the price is. And yeah, this draws a lot of attention over here before you even start reading down. And so as you move down the page, you can kind of learn a little bit more about the product. Now, what this page does really well is that it sticks the buy button. So as you scroll down, you've always got access to that buy button. It has a too long do not read section, which highlights the main benefits and features of this product that we're trying to sell. Now, every deal that we run on AppSumo, we really want to highlight what the benefit to the user, the end user, is going to be. So it's not just about saving money. It's also about, if I buy this tool, how am I going to use this in my business? What is the benefit that I have by purchasing this? Is it going to save me time and money of actually implementing this product, not just saving time and not just saving money on the actual purchase price, because you can already see there's a really big discount on that. So here we highlight some of the main sections here about the product, of what the value is to the customer. This is really important because it allows people to resonate with the product and identify if it's something that they need or not. So make this very easy and comprehensible. You can see these are very short sentences, and also with the paragraphs in general, they're very short and to the point. So you want to make sure that people understand. Now, you can see the way that we highlight text or bold text draws a little bit more attention to this. And this summarizes what the product is, what it's for, and who it's for, all in one sentence. So Smart Video is an unbranded video hosting that offers super fast and buffer-free playback, plus unlimited bandwidth, encoding, and storage. So this is really important because, one, it's calling out all the pain points that people have when they are storing their videos on players. So your main competitors are YouTube, some other paid ones like Vimeo and that sort of stuff. So Vimeo is expensive, it's not unlimited. You have YouTube, which is free, but the problem is it's not very fast, it buffers, and the playback's not great. You don't have unlimited bandwidth, and you have advertising, and you don't have any style control over how your video looks. So the unbranding is a big point because that outcompetes YouTube, and the super fast, buffer free, and unlimited bandwidth is addressing the issue of Vimeo. So you can see that this one sentence here is really identifying the pain points of that customer. And then we have a video here that goes into depth, and we're using the humanization and video review to really present the product and show the benefits and values. And then we follow up with a lot of screenshots, examples, There's a big story narrative that goes through these. There's a comparison here, so you can straight away see the value of that. If you're a brand owner, you don't necessarily want this, you kind of want this. And so as you scroll down the page, you also have an outline of the benefits and features. So you can see clearly what is included in this deal. You have the options. Again, the button for the call to action to purchase stands out a lot. And at the very bottom, you've got reviews and questions and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot happening on this product page, and you can see it kind of improves the buying decision of that person who's come to this page. So first off, they see the product, then they learn a little bit more information, then they see the review, then they look at the question and answers and all the sections about what people are saying about this product. Now, this is a great example of how you should structure a product page. You want to make sure you're showing the value, showing how the product works, showing why it's better than the rest of the options that someone has when they're making that purchase decision, and it also has that validation. So you have the reviews. The other things that you could do is say, you know, you've been featured in or mentioned in these publications. You can add a little bit more validation. But let's jump over to a competitor site and take a look at this and do a little bit of a comparison. So here you can see this top section takes up a lot of the page. So you can see AppSumo pretty much gets straight into it, whereas this kind of takes up quite a lot of the page and you don't really get into anything until down here. Now they do have a similar style where they've got the title and the subtitle. They do have a lot of their creative and images up the top here, which is good, but and they do have a review section. They don't have a sticky buy button, and you can see a lot of this is text, very heavy, very hard to read. Text is quite small. You've got your options to change your amounts up here. So that is one thing that this page has going for it. It definitely has the options to upgrade to a larger bundle very easily, whereas in AppSumo you have to scroll down a bit. But there's not really much that you learn about the tool very easily. It's you know, there's way too much text in here. This is kind of like a copy and paste job. They do have the reviews here, but they would have been better off linking off to these or screenshotting them or showing them somehow. You know, a lot of this information isn't necessarily needed from everybody, so you'd probably hide this and have those expanding. And you do have, you know, other products and that sort of thing on these pages as well. But you can see how the AppSumo page shows you a lot more value in what the product is, what it does, and why it would be a good fit for you than this page here. So yeah, it's definitely worth thinking about your product pages and how you can improve them. You know, you can use the AppSumo page as an example. This is kind of like a hybrid between software and e-commerce, and it's kind of a hybrid between B2B and B2C. So it does cover a lot of bases, but the real fundamentals are there. Make your page super clear, make people understand what it is in 3 seconds, make sure your page load is fast, give them what the value of the product is, show them examples, show them how the product works, be straight to the point in what the value is, try and address those pain points, and make the buy button super easy, make the value very clear. Use screenshots, use images. There's a lot of options in here that are helping the conversion rate of this page, which makes running the ads to these pages a lot easier, because if the page converts, then all that traffic that you're paying for is going to come back and you're going to convert more of that paid traffic, because the cost of that click isn't going to change whether someone converts or not. The ad platforms don't really care about that. All they care about is getting someone to click on that and taking that money for that click. Now, if that page doesn't load, they've already taken the money for the click. So that's another reason why that page load is really, really important, because if your page load is slow, you're paying for all of these clicks and people are bouncing and leaving before your page even loads. So just keep a few of those things in mind when you're designing your product page and your home page, and hopefully this little comparison helped you understand you know, the importance of designing and optimizing your product page and making sure that you have a good hierarchy on your page showing the value.